Hi guys, I'm Neil. Holly's on the camera and we're going to do a video of how your motorhome works so you've got a good idea for tomorrow. Okay, we'll start with the keys. So 3 button keys. So the centre one will lock all the doors. The top one will just unlock the cab doors. The bottom one will unlock the habitation doors, so the sliding door and the rear doors. Okay, so for now I've opened everything so we can show you what's what. Okay, we'll start under the bonnet with the boring stuff. The bonnet catch is located just on the end of the dash. You probably know this, so I do apologise if you already know stuff, but I'll go through everything. You just pull the catch out and it'll release the bonnet. And under here, all you guys need to know really is your windscreen washer bottle is here, so you'll need to top that up periodically. Coolant, obviously nice and easy to see. Just keep your eye on that. As you can see, it's up to maximum. If you need to top it up, we just take this cover off and you'll be able to get the water in there. And finally, for you maintenance, we've got the dipstick and the oil top up. The rest of the stuff you'll not need to be in there really. Okay. Moving on. In here we've got the fuel filler with the ignition key. So there's a fair amount of diesel in it at the moment. So fuel in there, obviously. Lock it up, and then we've got AdBlue. I don't know if you've had a vehicle with AdBlue, but AdBlue is to do with the emissions. So this needs to be kept, this needs to be topped up again periodically. It'll let you know on the dashboard when it's getting low. It gives you quite a good warning, but whatever you do, don't ignore it. Don't let this AdBlue run out because it does create problems. Okay, you can buy it locally. You just tip it in there, 5 litres, tubs, or however you wish to buy it. But I say it will tell you when it needs topping up on the instrument cluster. Okay, while we're here, I'll just put that down and then Holly can maybe show with the camera. That's your electro block. So that's what controls the 12 volt system and the charging. So the fuses you can see for the habitation are all on the front there, the yellow, red and blue ones. Okay, so if there's an issue, that's where you need to be. Okay, the batteries are under the other seat, which I'll show you when we get around there. Okay, next thing, the toilet. Clever toilet on these Malibus. You've obviously seen it, you know how it works. So 3-position toilet. When the toilet's full, which I'll show you in a few minutes, you need to empty it. And all we do, we lift the lever up, the cassette will come out, the handle will pull out, you can take it to the Elson point, cap off, press the vent and empty the toilet cassette. Okay, reverse procedure, obviously just, it's a 3-position, but you'll see it better with that when I get inside. The only thing I will say when we're here, if you come to lift the orange handle up and it doesn't pull out, it just means that the flap inside is not fully closed, so you need to go and push it all the way across. I'll show you that again in a minute. Okay, hook up flue, there's nothing really I need to say about that. In the back, we've got at the minute a gas lock. We've got a bottle in there for me to show you everything working. So for a small van, you've got a big gas lock. You'll be able to get 2 big bottles in there if you so wish. But you've just got the single regulator, so you will have to swap pipe. It's not an automatic changeover, basically. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so that's where the gas bottles live. In here, we'll talk about the stuff that's in there later on, but if I can just get to this point here, and then I'll move out of the way and let Holly just get the camera in, or she might be able to do it if I can get my light on. Basically, that's your heater, and that there with the blue lever on, if you can see it, point it down a bit, Holly. There, you see the blue lever and the brown lever. They're your drain points for the boiler and for the pipe work. So when to drain down, we lift the brown lever up and the blue one on top of the frost protection valve, we just turn it through 90 degrees and it will empty all the drinking water out of the heat to stop any frost damage. Okay, when you come to reverse procedure, obviously we push the brown one down as it is now, the blue one across as it is now, and on the front of the valve, you'll see better when you look, there's a blue button. You need to push the blue button in. You can just see it, I think, on the front of there as Holly's moving the camera. So that blue button needs to be pushed in. Okay, that's what we need to do, winter drain down. Hopefully you'll not need to do that now. It's getting to the nicer weather. Okay, there's also just storage really in here. There's not really a deal I need to say about this. Obviously the beds will pull up if you wanted to. We've got straps on them which will connect to the inside the cupboards in there just to hold them up. But there is one thing I do need to show you. Under here, if I can get to it easily. Is your water tank. So the water tank lives in there. If we just swap sides. Okay, so that's your water tank. We've got the access flap with the red cap there. If you need to get in there to have a look, have a wipe round or anything, just undo the red cap. But again, we've got a winter drain down. So to drain the water, the wheel here, we just turn it anti-clockwise. What you'll do, you'll turn it 3/4 of a turn and you'll meet resistance. That will allow you to empty the tank but just leave 20 litres in there. So you've got to sight and you've got a little bit of water in there. To empty it fully, you go past the resistance. So you'll feel what I mean if you try it, if you do it. You'll think this is not good, I'm going to break it. You won't. Just turn it past the resistance, maybe 1.5 turns, and it'll completely empty the freshwater tank. Okay. Reverse procedure again is obviously just tighten it up clockwise. Don't go mad with it. Oh, it won't seal properly if you over tighten it. It'll leak. Okay, that's what we need to do in there. Just pause it a minute. Right guys, in the plastic bags, we've left them in there. We've got some cushions, scatter cushions, some bigger cushions for the bed if you so wish to use them. Okay, we've got the toolkit here, tyre inflation kit, okay, and the pump. We've got bike rack, which I'll talk about next. We've got a fridge winter cover. So if you're not using the fridge and you need to put that in, that just clips in. Just turn them through 90 degrees and it just keeps any debris at the back of the fridge. And that's a blanket, a cover for the bed. Okay, but the bike rack. One very important thing with the bike rack, don't stand here, shut the door and smack yourself at the back of the head, because I've done it more than once. That's just one of the pitfalls of our job, unfortunately. So the bike rack, basically all we do, we'll just undo the flaps or the rubbers from there. They sit down there and they'll locate back in there, then you can tighten them up. Obviously bikes in here, they slide along wherever you guys so wish. And we've got the two arms. Okay, this will adjust, so if you undo them a fair way, that'll come to whatever height you wish, so you can get your bikes in the right position. That will fit on there, that'll clamp around the bike, then you've got the key to lock it so that nobody can take the bikes off. Okay, you've got quite a big 35 kilograms, so you've got a fair weight capacity. Plus the beauty of this as well, it's on a proper door, whereas a lot of motorhomes you're screwing into fiberglass, GRP, aluminium. They're not the strongest, but on this this is the most substantial, strongest bike rack you'll see on a motorhome, on a panel van. But please do bear in mind smacking yourself with this, because as I say, I've done it quite a few times. Right, next thing, water filler. So we've got two keys. We've got the ignition key and the habitation key. Okay, the habitation key basically does the water filler in the toilet. So you can see it's locked. When it spins, it's locked. hose pipe in there and just fill it till it'll overflow. It'll overflow underneath there somewhere, or you get some coming out here as well. Okay. Under here we just spoke about the cover, so the cover just locates in there. You just turn the two little buttons to 90 degrees and it'll just keep that. Must be off if you're using the fridge though, don't leave it on if you're using the fridge, it just won't work properly. Okay, inside, moving on. We come to this step. So you will have a step. If you start the engine with the step out, there's a buzzer. There's nothing to retract it at the front. You just need to come and put the step in here. But there is a buzzer that will warn you that you've left it on. Okay, the light switches, various places throughout the motorhome. You guys will find what they all do. Okay, right, so we'll go and have a look. Inside you go, Holly. Start with the control panel, nice and straightforward. Okay, at the minute we've just got mains in, so if you see the orange light in there, you know you've got 230 volts in the side of the motorhome. Bottom left will bring the electrics live, basically. Top one is the music, so that's for the radio, so that you can see it now, it's brought the radio on. Okay, this is when you're living in it. This doesn't have to be on when you're travelling, it'll work through the Fiat system. So for now I'll just turn it back off because it'll blast us out. On this side we've basically got four level indicators. The top one is your leisure batteries. So we fitted two batteries, so they live under the driver's seat. So you can see now the tip top. Next one is the fresh water, so the tank's half full. Third one is your wastewater, which we forgot. I'll go back to that. I'll show you how to drain that in a few minutes. And the bottom one is the engine battery, so you can see it's 12 volt. You won't ever really get that up to the same level as the leisure batteries. So 12.5 is pretty good. It's what you'd expect. Okay, and that's it on the panel. Nice and straightforward. The heating, okay. So I'll just turn it off. Just wait for it to start. This light switch here, I'll just quickly talk about that. It's a little rocker switch. It's on a timer, so you've either got it on. It's a courtesy light basically. When you open the door, it'll bring the light on, but it's on a timer. So when you shut the door, it does take a few seconds for it to go off. Okay, right, the heating. So we press the button, and then we're scrolling around the icons. 6 on this one. So it's a gas only heater. So the motorhome symbol is the blow air heating. So we want to turn that on. So we press the button and then you scroll round all the way up to 30 degrees. So we'll put it on there for now. But whatever you do, you must press it. So if I press that, that's now set. You can't hear it, but we will do in a few minutes. So basically, anything above that line, if you see it flashing, or the gas symbol, or the hot, or the water, you know it's doing something. Okay, so we'll turn that down again. We don't need it as warm as that. We'll put it on 22. Okay, so the motorhome symbol is the heating. The thermometer is your hot water. So we've got off, eco, which is about 30 degrees. Don't seem to get very warm on eco really. I think you won't be using that a great deal. Eco hot, which is between 50 and 60 degrees. Okay, and boost, which is again 50 and 60. What that'll do, if you've had a shower or you've run low on hot water, if you put it on boost, it'll basically boost. It'll give you some hot water as quick as it can do. Okay, so if the heating's on, it'll temporarily stop the heating and give all its efforts to giving you some more hot water. Okay, top right is your fan speed. So again, you can alter the speed of the blow air fan from eco, which is normal, to high. Okay, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but the icons on the fan, it changes from 1 to 2. So that's, you know, that's your difference really. Okay, bottom left is your timer, so you can set the heating to come on at whatever time you wish. Clock, we'll set the clock, it's not far off I don't think at that. And the spanner one is just settings really for us guys. You can alter various things in there. So all you'll be really is temperature and hot water. Okay, right, moving on into the kitchen. This is straightforward, but I'll just show you the hobs working. 1, 2. Okay, it's just purely for you, so you're happy that everything works. Okay, obviously needs to be cool before you put the lid down, but that's common sense. Okay, as you can see, just got to show you we've got some hot water. You should be able to see the steam coming off there. So this has been set onto hot, so you can see the steam. It is pretty damn hot, so just beware. It's enough to burn your fingers, really. Cupboard space, great drawers. We've got soft closure. Okay, on all them, they shut lovely. Okay, the fridge. Holly's, are you okay, Holly?
Yeah.
Okay, the fridge, it's an automatic fridge. So again, I'll just turn it off. So it's up to you guys how you do it. You can do it automatically by just turning it on and then have it on A. With the mains plugged in, it will always chill down on mains electric. We unplug that to go to gas. Okay, you'd hear it tick, 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 tick. There we go. I don't know if you probably couldn't hear that, but Holly and I certainly could. Battery, so that's when the engine's running. So it won't work as we are at the minute, as you can see. So if ever you see that flashing, it just means that you've got it on something that isn't there. So if I unplug the mains now and we left it on there, it would also obviously flash. So probably just leave it on A and it'll do it for you. As we say, electric, gas, as soon as you start the engine, it'll go on to the alternator. That's your thermometer or your thermostat. Okay, all the bars lit up is as cold as it'll get. So you guys will probably have it in the middle. Okay, we've got the travel catch there, so that needs to be down. It's good practice to do that before you set off anywhere, in case the door flies open. But the door, if we can probably come this side again. Let me just go in now. Okay, so that's inside your fridge. Okay, this comes out if you wanted. If you didn't want it as a freezer, you can see on here, you can take this out and just have one big fridge. But that's for you guys to decide. Okay, storage in here. You've got lots of storage for a smaller van. They use this space really, really well. Not much I can say in the rear. Lights, blinds, everything you so wish. But we've got these infill pieces, which I'll show you in a minute how to make the bed. It's quite important we do that. It is in the book, but I've done it, so I'll show you. Right, the toilet. As we say, we've got the clever system. So we've got the handle on here, and then the lever there is basically for you to get your foot under, and you can pull it round. So we've got 3 positions. So that's position 1. You're going to use the toilet. Blue button on there to flush, as you can see the water going around. And under here we've got the grey lever, which empties any waste into the cassette. And as I was saying earlier, if you come to take the cassette out and it won't come out, it just means that the flap is there and it needs to be all the way back. Okay. It's not so bad on this one. I don't think you'll have an issue, but if you can hear that looks close to me, but it's this bit that's important. Then the cassette will come out okay. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, and 3. That's storing it out of the way. That's for when you're having a shower. Okay, I'll not go in the shower because it's a bit limited for room, but obviously the doors, I can just, clever design, that will go across onto there behind the shower, magnetise. Same on this one, just undo the strap. Okay, that will cover in there, and this slides across to magnetise onto there. Clever design, and they do all magnetise pretty well. Very important that before you're travelling, before you set off, that these are stowed away. These are the things that you will get grief from. If you don't store them away, they'll rattle around and they'll end up breaking. Okay guys, toilet flush we've done, the other stuff's straightforward. Vanity sink, you can see the tap working and everything, it's all spot on. Okay, roof light, you just push the button, pull the handle, we've got the fly screen and the blind. Okay, you'll obviously need this open, certainly if you're having a shower, to let the steam out, you'll get steamed up in here pretty quickly. Another thing, just always make sure that the bathroom doors are shut properly before you go anywhere. Okay, right, we'll look at the bed. The bed conversion, as I say, it's not complicated, but there's just a knack, and if I show you how it's done, it'll save you guys getting the book out. So basically what we do, we need to lift the table up, take the bottom part of the leg off, just store that there just for a second or two. Okay, then we need this cushion out the way. So to do that, there's a sequence to doing this which you guys will work out for yourselves. Okay, but we do away with that. It is then replaced with that. Before we do that, we need to lower the table. So the table, which we've took the leg off, just sits onto here, somehow like that. Okay. So the cushion we've taken off now fits on there. Okay, we've got an infill piece which fits in there like that. Okay, then we've got this cushion which will open up. I'll leave that in the bag. It's all nice and clean still in there. I've obviously taken it out to try it. But this is 3-piece, so now it'll fold into 3 and it'll fill all that area. And that's a nice big bed. As you can see, the cutout there for around there. Okay, and that's the principle of the bed if you're going to be using it as a third bed. And it is fairly flat. As third beds, as make-up beds go, this is a good one. Some of them are a bit up and down, but this is pretty damn good. Okay. So in there, look, while I've got the cushions off, we've just got another big storage area. This obviously slides out, and you've got a fair bit more room down there. Okay, this thing goes back there. Seat belts, as you can see, are tucked behind there. I'll leave them behind the cushions, and you guys just dig them out if you're going to be using them. Okay, let's put the table leg back on. The knack to doing this, you get it at a decent angle, basically, and then it'll just drop onto there, like that. It's tucked in. The table, as you probably know, you've got the extension, which makes a world of difference really. You sat in there, you've got the table at reach. There we go. Okay. Cupboard space, there's nothing I can say in the cupboards, but again, just more storage. Roof light, self-explanatory. I'll just wind up. Okay. When you wind down, just always make sure, don't go too mad with these because you'll end up, they'll jump on the ratchet mechanism. And as long as it's in that position to tuck into there, you're okay. Again, blind and fly screen. Okay, the seats, as you can see, we've turned them around. We've got the handle here, so we'll put them back as they should be. This one's a bit fiddly around the steering wheel, but you just backwards and forwards, and away it goes. Likewise with the passenger seat, you just need to move it backwards and forwards a little bit. Always make sure that they're locked fully in place before we go anywhere. Okay, right, the cab then, guys. Let's have a look in the cab. So if Ollie just pauses a second. Right, guys, the Fiat side of it, all straightforward stuff really. The heating controls are straightforward, fan, circulation and normal air intake position, hot and cold. That's your aircon, so hopefully we're going to get some nice weather. You're going to be using the aircon. They're 12-volt charger points. They're nothing to do with the radio, so they'll give you chargings of your phone or iPad or whatever you've got. Heated mirrors. Lock the doors. Obviously the door's open, so it won't do anything at the minute. Hazards. That's your brake assist, up and downhill braking assist. You put that on, it'll stop you rolling. T is traction control. That'll stop the wheels spinning if you're stuck in mud or in snow or ice or anything like that. Okay. Proper auto gearbox now, as opposed to the others that used to be a manual auto ones, which we're not a big fan of. But these are brilliant. These are proper auto gearboxes, so you can change the way you drive it if you want to. You can put it in, I think, sports mode. There's 3 different ones, but most people just leave it in there. By all means, have a play with the performance, what difference it makes. Okay, instrument cluster, as you can see, is straightforward. Lights, top indicator stalk on here. Okay, we've got the controls for the radio. Okay, you can see them working. Okay, horn, washers, wipers, normal stuff on here. Down this side, if I just move out the way a minute, Holly will be able to show us. We've got stop start. So if you want the stop start to come into operation, stop start is on the A, so if you wanted it, just press it and it'll turn it off. Fog lights, headlight adjusting. Under there we've got the Fiat fuses, so we've seen the habitation fuses under the passenger seat. Windows and mirrors on here, straightforward stuff. Okay. Right, the radio, we'll go back to the radio. So there's a fair bit on here, but it's just a normal bog standard radio really. So what it does, you work it through the middle button with the squares, press that, there are all your options you've got on there. So DAB, normal FM radio. Okay, CDs in there, you've got the old style CD in there, so if you've got them. Bluetooth, various stuff, tons of different stuff on there. You guys can set stuff up. And we have got a USB point on here, so you can plug your phone into there, play anything off your phone through that port. It will come on the yellow music symbol there. Okay, the blinds. So what we do, is just squeeze the fingers together and they just magnetise together, as you can see. Okay, just keep hold of them when you let go, because they will shoot across. Same with the cab blinds. It's a bit fiddly, but just take care with them. You know, the cracking blinds. Sometimes when they're new they're a bit tight, but yours, they feel okay. Same principle on there. Okay, that's about it with the Fiat side of it. We've just got the book pack now, guys. We'll talk about that and the warranty. So in here there's a lot of stuff, some of which you may read, you may not. So that's your Fiat books, Fiat handbook, the warranty book, and various bits and bobs from Fiat. That's the one I'll talk about in a minute. Stuff there about the bike rack, not that I don't think you guys will need to look in that. But in here is everything in the motorhome. This is all the different appliances, so it's all in there if you so wish. A lot of it will be in German, but obviously the main bit you guys need will be in English. Okay, and here we've got tracker cards. So we've obviously fitted the tracker. I presume you guys will have been contacted by Phantom, Global Telematrix or Phantom. Okay, so it's up and commissioned. Okay, while we're in there, a bit about the solar. So the solar, the regulator's in here, look. So you see the lights flashing. Sometimes they'll be flashing, sometimes they'll be on. It depends what it's doing. Okay, if the panel needs to be doing something, it will do. But it does tell you what the lights correspond to on there. But that's the regulator for your solar. Okay, we've got, finally, sitting there, toilet chemicals. So your handbook. So everything in the motorhome will be in here. You've got the bit there, look, about the beds. So I've shown you how to do it. I've obviously had to look at the book to do it, but everything works perfectly well. So everything in the motorhome's in here. Okay. So it'll say guarantee. I'll fill this all in. Now we've done the handover, I'll fill this in. It's for you guys. So really informative, everything. I mean, I think I've gone through most of it, but okay, but it's in there. So the guarantee, you get 2 years guarantee through the Malibu side of it. 3 years with Fiat, 2 years pretty general. I think the third year is a bit limited to whatever. And you'll get 5 years water ingress, 6 years water ingress, sorry, with Kataga, with Malibu. But at the end of the day, it's pretty much impossible for there to be a water leak on this. The panel vans never have a problem with them. Okay, I think that's about it, guys. I hope that's okay, and we'll see you tomorrow, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy yourselves. Okay, cheers.